Hello, people. So, lately I've been noticing patterns. Things in the world that make me feel off. Not because everything is the same as the past, but because some ideas are familiar, or feel familiar. And if history has taught us something, then it's when people stop seeing each other as human beings, things can go very, very wrong. I'm not here to spread fear. I'm not here to start a conversation. I'm just here to explain why history matters. If you look back at the events of Nazi Germany, it didn't start with concentration camps. It started with division. It started with labeling. And it started with laws that slowly separated people. At first, a lot seemed small, even normal to some people at the time. But those small steps added up to something horrific, the Holocaust. So when people today talk about parallels, what they're usually really talking about is how dangerous it can be when society starts dividing people. Here's an example. Relatively recently, something was passed making transgender people register on a list. Sound familiar? Maybe not right now, but think about it. This is just like back in Nazi Germany when they started having Jewish people wear a patch with the Star of David on it. All that to signify this person is a Jew. There's even gay camps to fix people who are gay. Which I don't even have to say how that compares to Nazi Germany. But it's not just LGBTQ either. It's also immigrants. Sure, illegal immigration is bad, but it's getting to a point where so-called righteous immigration officers are killing natural-born American citizens, and even separating families. I understand deporting someone who illegally immigrated, but they're getting separated from their families. There was a YouTuber recently, you may have heard of her, Miss Rachel. She's an educational YouTuber for kids. My baby brother watches her. She was video calling a kid who was deported to a camp for illegal immigrants. And he told her how he misses his friends and the food is awful. That's just a direct parallel. So now let's get into what's actually happening today. Let's be real and grounded for a second. Modern America is not Nazi Germany. There are no death camps, and we are not living under a dictatorship. But that doesn't mean everything is perfect either. There are debates and laws happening around LGBTQ rights, education, healthcare, identity, and those conversations can sometimes turn into hostility, dehumanization, people feeling unsafe or unwelcome. That's where the concern comes from. Not that history is repeating exactly, but that we should never ignore when people are treating others unfairly. My personal values are really nothing too crazy. I'm not gay, I'm straight. But I care about people. All people. Race, gender, sexuality, religion. None of that matters to me as much as this one thing. Are you a good person? That's it. If you treat others with respect and kindness and honesty, then you'll deserve the same respect back. Now, let's get into why division is so dangerous. The real danger isn't any law or headline. It's when we start thinking those people instead of people. It's when empathy disappears. It's when we stop listening. That's how every dark chapter in history begins. Not overnight, but slowly. And it doesn't matter what side you're on politically. If we lose respect for each other, we all lose. So you may be wondering, well, what should we do instead? So, what's the answer? It's not fear, it's not anger. It's critically thinking, questioning information, not spreading things unless you know it's true, standing up for people being treated unfairly, and most importantly, treating others like humans. Because at the end of the day, that's the core value we should all have. Everyone is a person as long as they're not an asshole or a bad person. I can see dehumanizing rapists, murderers, sex offenders, because those people are the scum of society. But I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm just here to remind you to care. History doesn't repeat itself exactly, but it rhymes. And it's up to us to make sure that the next verse is better. That's pretty much it. Bye.